Suppose you have x minus 6 equal to 0, and you have x plus 3 equal to 0. These two equations are simple linear equations. And in both equations, we have only one unknown, which is x. So x is unknown here, x is unknown here. Now, if you have this, in this case, this is also simple equation, but you have two unknowns. You have this, you don't know x, you don't know y. Now, for this, you have single unknown, and it's very easy for you to get your x. X in this case is 6, and in this case is minus 3. But in this case, you have to do some workings for you to be able to get what is x and what is y. But to work on this, to get x and y, the two equations must go hand in hand. They must go simultaneously. You must use the two equations for you to get your x and for you to get your y. Now, there are two methods by which you can get values in simultaneous equation. The first one is what we call elimination method. And the second one is what we call substitution. So the two of them are used to find solution in simultaneous equation. Let's now look at this example. Solve the equation x plus y equal to 1, x minus y equal to 3. So I will use elimination method today. When we meet again, we begin to look at substitution method. So let's look at it. You have x plus y equal to 1. So you call this one equation 1. Then you have x minus y equal to 3. And you call this equation 2. Now, in elimination method, what we want to do is just to get rid of one, either x or y. If you get rid of y, for example, then you are looking for x. If you get rid of x, you are looking for y. And what you must ensure when you are using elimination method is that the coefficient here and the coefficient here, the coefficient in y, y, or in x, x, must be the same, even though the sign may change. Now, for example, the coefficient of y here is plus 1. The coefficient of y here is minus 1. So you can use elimination method. You can use it, and then you get the answer. The same thing here, the coefficient of x here is 1. The coefficient of x here is 1. So it now depends which of them you want to use. So let me eliminate y. Now, in eliminating either of them, there are only two things you can do. It's either you add or you subtract. For example, I want to eliminate y. We have plus y minus y. First, let me use minus plus y minus y. This is y, this is plus, this is equal to 2y. So I've not eliminated y by subtraction. So let me use plus. If I use plus y plus minus y. Plus y plus minus y is the same thing as y minus y, which is equal to 0. So by adding, I get rid of y, which means I am going to add equation 1 and 2. Add equation 1 and 2. So 1 plus 3, 4. Minus y plus minus y, 0. X plus x, 2x. So this 2x plus 0 equal to 4. So you now have 2x equal to 4. Divide both sides by 2. You have x equal to 2. So s equal to 2. Now go to any of the equation and substitute your x equal to 2 there. So you now say, okay, so substitute x equal to 2 in equation 1. Equation 1 says x plus y equal to 1. So put 2 here. You have 2 plus y equal to 1. So y equal to 1. Take this 2 to the other side, become minus 2. Y equal to 1 minus 2 is the same thing as minus 2 minus 1, which is 1. So the answer is y equal to minus 1. So you can now summarize it by saying x equal to 2, y equal to minus 1. So this is the answer to this problem.